Let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're figuring out exactly how words build a sentence by playing different roles, kind of like a sports team. If you've ever played a game or even just cheered from the stands, you know that every single player has a highly specific job to do if they actually want to win. Well, guess what? Sentences work the exact same way. Literally, every single word you read or write or speak belongs to a specific category based entirely on the function it performs.
And our magic number for today is 8. Yep, there are exactly 8 special roles a word can play on our sentence-building team based entirely on their function. We call these the parts of speech. It doesn't matter how incredibly long a book is or how many millions of words are packed into a giant dictionary, every single word falls into one of these 8 team positions. It's pretty wild to think about.
All right, Section 1, Nouns and Pronouns, or as I like to call them, the stars and the subs.
Okay, so a noun is absolutely your main player. It's a word that names a person, a place, a thing, an animal, or an idea. They are essentially the MVPs of our sentence team, mostly because they tell us exactly who or what is actually on the field. Without nouns, we literally wouldn't even know what game we were playing.
To put that into perspective, a boy is a person. A school is a place you go to learn. A book is a thing you can actually hold in your hands. And happiness? Well, that's a big idea. These are all nouns, suited up and standing ready to play.
But hey, sometimes our noun needs a break, right? Or maybe we just don't want to repeat their name over and over again like a glitching video game. That is exactly where the pronoun steps in as the ultimate substitute player. It's simply a word used instead of a noun.
So, if the noun out on the field is a boy, the pronoun he just tags right in to take his place. Instead of saying something clunky like, the boy threw the ball to the boy's friend, we use our trusty substitute and just say, he threw the ball. Way smoother, right? And you can see a bunch of other great substitutes tag in here too, like she, it, they, and we.
Moving right along to Section 2, Verbs and Adverbs, the action and the hustle.
So, a verb is the player doing the heavy lifting. It's a word that shows an action, an occurrence, or a state of being. Basically, that just means they show what is actually happening or how someone exists. If the noun is our star athlete, the verb is what that athlete is doing out there to score points.
Just look at these action words. Whether they run down the field, eat a halftime snack, write a letter to a fan, or just exist quietly with the little word is, they are making things happen. Honestly, a sentence just cannot be a sentence without a verb on the field. It's absolutely crucial.
Now, let's meet the adverb. This is the hustle player that modifies a verb, an adjective, or even another adverb. And look, modify is just a fancy grammar book way of saying it describes or changes how something is done. The adverb gives us all those juicy details. They tell us exactly how the action happens, like doing something quickly, being very fast, moving slowly, or telling us that the big game happened yesterday. They're totally like the coach on the sidelines, shouting out instructions on exactly how the play should go down.
All right, Section 3, Describing with Adjectives, the decorators.
An adjective's whole job is to describe or give more colorful information about a noun or a pronoun. So if the nouns are the players, the adjectives are the bright team uniforms, the shiny cleats, the cool sunglasses they wear. They're the ones painting a vivid picture right in your mind. Just try to picture this ridiculously silly combination for a second. A beautiful, tall, red, and intelligent player taking the field. Do you see how those specific words completely change the image in your head? Without adjectives, our team would honestly be pretty boring and almost invisible.
Next up, Section 4, Connectors and Prepositions, also known as the glue.
First up in our glue squad is the conjunction. And a conjunction is exactly what it sounds like. It's a word that connects words, phrases, or whole sentences. Think of them like teammates literally holding hands to link different parts of the field together so nothing falls apart. I guarantee you use these every single day. You link ideas all the time with words like and, but, or, and because. For instance, if you say, I want to play baseball, but it is raining, that tiny little word but is bridging those two ideas together perfectly. Then we have the preposition. Prepositions are our positional players, showing the relationship between a noun or a pronoun and another word. They are all about direction, time, and location. They tell us exactly where the play is happening.
They let us know if a player is in the locker room, on the bench, under the bleachers, near the coach, or standing right between the goalposts. They essentially map out the whole stadium for us.
Finally, Section 5. Surprise, it's an interjection. The cheerleaders.
So, can you guess what kind of word on our team is purely there just to express sudden emotion? Think about what you naturally yell out when your team scores the winning point, or, what you scream if you stub your toe on the bleachers.
Yep, it's the interjection, acting exactly like the team cheerleader, expressing sudden emotion or feeling. They just pop right into a sentence for no other reason than to add a giant burst of excitement. They're out there enthusiastically shouting, wow, oh, alas, or ouch, right from the sidelines. And notice how they almost always come with an exclamation mark? That is because they bring 100% energy to our word game, no holding back.
So, looking at our full roster here, we can see every single part of speech and the vital specific role they play. Let me leave you with a quick challenge. If a beautiful, tall, red boy runs quickly, what role is every single word playing on that winning team? By mastering these 8 team roles, you're always going to know exactly how to coach your words to build a championship sentence. Thanks for joining me on this explainer today. Now, look around your room. What is the absolute wildest, highest scoring sentence you can build right now?